Five, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, so pull the headset out of the TriCaster now. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it over here. We just need to test the volume coming out of here. They've been having some problems right in this one right here, Matt. You're going to have to take the end off here. Pop that in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2. Can you hear me? 5, 4, 3. Nice and clear. 5, 4, 3, 2. What do you mean?
Yeah, clear, just delayed. Yeah.
All right. But it's clear.
Yeah.
All right. It's not garbly. Okay. That's been the big issue with this player of late. It's been going a little garbly, so you got to check it once in a while. So you can wear that to hear me. We're not going to use any communication system. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, good. That's it. The way you name the game on here, where you simply go to this gear in the middle here. You hit record, but you hit out and up again.
Green. Dr. Caparuso is a board-certified orthodontist and a preferred Invisalign provider. A proud GoGreenKnight.com sponsor, you can visit Dr. Caparuso online at drcaportho.com or call 203-874-5400. Let Dr. Caparuso bring out your best smile.
For the last 10 years, Federico and Seti.
I did earlier. Did you need it again? Right. Yeah. They play it 100 times. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Don't work too hard, Lou.
Hey, Dom.
Yeah?
No commercials. I just need this commercial, right?
Testing.
The commercial guys do this.
Yeah.
I've been waiting to do basketball with it.
That's the way because I don't have a case for it.
Oh, no, that's the camera.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it must be the genetic. Yeah, genetic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Must be. Yeah, I know. How you doing? See you.
Thanks.
You got it?
Thank you for
Oh, thanks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Northford Ice Pavilion.
All right, everybody, and good night, good evening, and how you all doing? Here at the Northford Ice Pavilion tonight, it's a home game for the Green Knights of Notre Dame as they take on Iona Prep, the Gales, in a non-league matchup. Of course, Iona Prep from New Rochelle, New York, and they're making the trip here today, and they're led by a very good goaltender who will get the start here today for Iona Prep, as I'll pull up the right roster to make sure that we're on the right teams, as we're bringing a doubleheader right here on SportingNewsCT.com and, of course, GoGreenKnights.com. Our backup game will be North Haven and the Fairfield Prep Jesuits. But Matt Lipsky gets to start in goal for Iona Prep here today. And he's a good one. He's a junior goaltender. And, well, he has led this team to an 8-11-3 record overall and 8-5-3 in the CHSHL A division. Luke Amatuda gets a start for the Green Knights of Notre Dame, and head coach Bill Gerosa. Lem Randall, by the way, is the head coach of Iona Prep, as we're just about set to get going here with this one. Cameron Hotchkiss, one of the starters along that blue line. Working with a spectacular crew. My good friend from Southern Connecticut State University, Matt Kleinberg, joining us. We have Ben on one of the cameras, and David Blanchett also working one of the cameras for us here tonight. So no national anthem for the game here tonight, from what I understand, and they're just going to get to it and play some hockey. The Green Knights of Notre Dame and Iona Prep. The Green Knights coming in at 11-2 in the most recent New Haven Register hockey poll. They come in as the second-ranked team in the state of Connecticut, just behind Fairfield Prep. So Quite interesting on how everything is working out here. Fairfield Prep number 1, Notre Dame West Haven number 2. Darien taking on St. Joe's tonight in a battle of top 10 teams. That's going to be a good one. They're ranked third is the Blue Wave. Ridgefield is 4th. Xavier 5th. St. Joe's 6th ranked. Notre Dame Fairfield is 7th. Simsbury, New Canaan, and Hamden rounding out the top 10 teams in the state of Connecticut. Of course, it's all done by votes, as we're just about set to get going here with period number 1. While they settle in to their respective benches, we'll take just one quick break, and we'll be back with more. The face-off, Notre Dame West Haven, Iona Prep, right after this.
For the last 10 years, Federico and SETI has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of 72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of 82, and Lynn SETI, Sacred Heart Academy class of 82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico and SETI is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenKnights.com, call Federico and SETI at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting needs.
Many times bad things happen to good people. A car accident, a divorce, a loved one is arrested. Things you just can't prepare for. Singaro and Cretella specialize in civil litigation, family law, and criminal defense. A leading New Haven and Fairfield County general practice law firm established in 2001.
All right back here at the Northford Ice Pavilion, underway with the drop of the puck. The Green Knights moving from right to left here in the first period. Iona Prep defending down to our left-hand side. This is Zullo to control for Notre Dame. Drops it down to Lynch, and back to Zullo for the quick shot, and Lipsky with his first save. So just underway. Folks still making their way in. This is Lynch with a chance as he came out from behind the net. Ryan Lynch, and again Lipsky able to put the pad on it. Puck to the far side. Ryan Lynch on it for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. They work it along to Zullo. Zullo shot. He scores from the face-off circle. He roofed it, tucked it under the crossbar. Notre Dame with a quick 1-0 lead. The Green Knights jump out on top. Takes them just 31 seconds to post a score in the 1-0 lead. That will be Zullo for the Green Knights. Face off to come at center. Herrero to take the face-off for Iona Prep, going up against Cal Tebow of the Green Knights of Notre Dame. This is Darcy to control across the line, over to Tebow, to the circle, a backhander, and a save made by Lipsky. Here comes the assist maker is Ryan Lynch on the goal by Greg Zullo. Time of the goal, 31 seconds, and that goal by Greg Zullo, his 100th point of his career. Billy Bizzo did that earlier this season for Notre Dame, so congratulations to Greg Zullo as he joins the 100-point club. This is Ionati to control for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Through center up ahead to Tebow. He's across the line. Leaves it off right wing side to Dosty. Throws it towards the net. Tebow controlling. Back to Dosty. Dosty back behind to Tebow. Tebow tried to stuff it. Lipsky made the save, and the rebound is cleared to the far wall, and is collected there by Evan Ferraro. Ferraro plays it back to the Notre Dame line. It's taken there by Anthony Iovine, and from center, he'll drop it down in to the Gale zone. Puck collected by Rob Dillon, the defenseman. He's a senior defenseman, plays it to the far side. Both teams trying to put some fresh troops out there. Eric Austin had a touch, plays it along, and it's dropped back to Austin in the corner on the feed from Rocco. Austin to the slot, and a shot, and another pad stop by Lipsky. It's all Notre Dame here in the early going. We've played just about 2 minutes. They have the 1-0 lead. The shot goes wide. That was wristed wide by Kyle Lynch. Notre Dame continues to apply the pressure. Quick shot, score! Pretty shot by Dosty as he goes far side, and it's 2-0 Notre Dame. So the Green Knights coming out flying here tonight. That'll be Dosty's goal. Time of the goal is 2 minutes and 2 seconds in. So in a span of just about 90 seconds, the Green Knights have scored twice in a 2-0 lead here against Iona Prep. Bucket center on the right wing side. Patrick Francis, the defenseman, steps up into the offensive end. Plays it around to the near side, and players will battle for it there. The Gales work it out the center. It's taken by Davins and thrown right back in. So they say Eric Austin with the goal. I thought it was Dosty from this angle, but they may change that. Now Iona Prep to control him from center. It's thrown down in by Papa. Puck played around to the near side to Casey Hoban. Hoban goes cross ice with his feed, and from center ice it's dropped back down into that Iona Prep zone. Green Knights wearing those jersey tops where you really can't read the numbers on them tonight, so they're a lot of fun. This is Ionati to control. Had the puck poked off his stick by O'Mara. Ionati able to recover, and from behind his net he controls, drops it off to Iovine. Anthony Iovine controls, plays a pass up ahead. It was intercepted by Odu, and Iovine's going to have to try again from the left defensive corner. Snaps it to Dosty, maneuvers over the blue line. Streaks through center. Puck was knocked off his stick by Odu, and finally controlled now by Tebow. Centers it. It was deflected away. Shot by Dosty is blocked out front. Finally collected on the backhand side by Kieran O'Mara, and he'll play it safely to center. Iovine will start the push-up ice. Throws it off the glove of Lipsky. Puck to the far side to Dumas. Dumas drops it back into the corner. Green Knights maintaining control here in the 2-0 lead early in the first. Cagliaro played it around to the near side. Players battle for it. It's flipped up ice. It will trickle off the protective netting, protecting the fans down below, and the face-off upcoming. So the Green Knights with a 2-0 lead. Zula with the first goal. They say Eric Austin with the second for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. And they have the 2-0 lead as they scored 31 seconds in 2:02 of the first period of play. Face-off coming down to the right-hand side of Matt Lipsky. Off the face-off, Zulo has it. Quick shot, Lipsky will bury the biscuit and hold on for the face-off right into the stomach area, and he was able to cover up. Another face-off up coming down in the Iona Prep end. Notre Dame already qualified for the upcoming state tournament. Looking on the Iona Prep website, they've had a lot of success in recent years with some terrific hockey teams in New York hockey. Ferrero will chip it into the Notre Dame zone. Collected by Capobianco. Long pass trying to spring Ryan Lynch too far ahead. Goes for an icing call. Face-off back inside the Notre Dame zone. With the icing call, both teams an opportunity to change their lines. Face-off will be down to the left of Luke Amatruda. The Gales still looking for their first shot on goal here of the period, trailing 2-0. Green Knights win it. This is Hotchkiss on the far side for Notre Dame to control. Long feed up ahead, taken by a spinning Kyle Lynch, knocked off his stick. And back down the right wing side, this is Connor Ryan. Ryan able to move it side of the goal. Quick shot, and Amatruda the save off the quick release by Ferrero. And back the other way come the Green Knights. They carry into the zone. It's dropped along by Rocco. Touch to Eric Austin. Austin controls. Back to Rocco to the blue line to Capobianco. It skips over his stick, and he'll have to retreat towards his own blue line. He'll carry deeper into his own end. Banks a pass along to Hotchkiss. Back it comes near side to his partner Capobianco and played up ahead to Kyle Lynch. Lynch plays it down ice. And the puck drifts over that goal line extended. No icing call. This is Eric Austin now. Austin up ice. Quick shot. And a save made by Lipsky off the try by Kyle Lynch. He just couldn't loft it over the diving Matt Lipsky, who holds for the faceoff. So the faceoff will be down in the Iona zone. Special thanks to Mike Bouchard of MB Sports Training, allowing us to take a connection from his internet feed. Certainly do appreciate. Faceoff win by Notre Dame. Long shot by Davins, and again Lipsky holds on for the faceoff. Junior goaltender has been busy here in the first period. Still have 10:16 remaining in the first. Been a penalty-free period. This game was scheduled to be played earlier in the season. There was some conflicts, and Notre Dame usually playing their home games at the Bennett Rink. When they had this makeup date here on this Wednesday, February 6th, they couldn't play at the Bennett Rink. The ice was booked. As Chris Everone over there doing a terrific job as a quick shot blocked away. Puck is gloved down, centered, and finally played up ahead of the left wing. This is O'Mara. He'll swat it down into the Notre Dame end. Green Knights will control. It's played along to Dosty to the near side. Kicks it back to the corner. Davins gives it a chase. Dosty there too. Dosty still chasing to the far side. Puck will slide up to Dumas. He's crashed into and knocked down by Cagliaro, and it's taken away and finally controlled to the near side by Davins and played out to center. On it there, Dillon. Dillon had it knocked off his stick, and the Gales will have to retreat into their own zone. Both teams trying to make some line changes. This is O'Mara from center, throws it in on Amatuda, steers it to the far wall. Off the far side, it's Colin O'Connor. Gave it away, and a chance for Iona Prep, and a quick backhander by Kieran O'Mara, and the save made by Amatuda, and he'll hold for the face-off. Now the face-off coming in the Notre Dame zone. Still 2-0. Green Knights on top here in the first with 9:06 remaining. Zullo out there to take the face-off for Notre Dame. And he's going up against David Tobin, a junior forward. Now Ionati over to O'Connor. Freshman defenseman for Notre Dame pokes the puck ahead, and now the feed comes to Ionati. Trying to go right wing with the pass is deflected. Zullo trying to chase it down. Zullo will throw it in on Lipsky. He'll paddle it and hold on for the face-off with Ryan Lynch hunting down the rebound. This is Notre Dame's top line out there. Ryan Lynch, Billy Vizzo, and Greg Zullo. Zullo, a senior, reaching the 100-point plateau. The goal here tonight, a couple games ago, was Vizzo reaching that mark. Billy is only a junior. Off the face-off. A shot by Vizzo, deflected. Taken by Ryan Lynch and played to Zullo. Zullo had it slip off his stick. Now he regains control, drops it to Lynch. Lynch back to Zullo. Zullo base of the circle, back to Lynch. Lynch back to Zullo. Zullo, quick shot off the side of the net, back to Lynch. Lynch over to Vizzo, the Lynch, the Vizzo, and he fell down trying to collect the pass. Puck slides to the blue line, kept in by Hotchkiss and played to the back wall. Controlled there by Ryan Lynch. Lynch spins away from the defenseman Borelli. Borelli trying to recover as the puck played midpoint. Hotchkiss trying to slip through two defenders. Puck to the far side, and on the backhand side, Borelli able to backhand it to center ice. Capabianco snaps a pass up. Trying to dance through the middle was Vizzo. He was tripped up on the play, no call. The puck collected by Capabianco, and from center he'll drop it into the Iona Prep Gale end. Gales are controlling their own zone, and they're find some safety by throwing it out the center nearly midway through the first period. Notre Dame with a 2-0 lead. Hotchkiss, Capabianco. Capabianco back to Hotchkiss off the right side. Starts through the face-off circle and out over the blue line. To the red line at center, throws it in on goal, and Matt Lipsky holds on for the face-off. Of course, Marty Roos, a long time, the legendary coach who stepped down from coaching at Notre Dame of Fairfield last year, the owner of the Northford Ice Pavilion. His lovely daughter in attendance gave us a nice free coffee today. Certainly appreciate that. So we thank Laura for all that. And of course, Marty might be here tonight. The winningest high school hockey coach in the state of Connecticut, all-time win leader. Had terrific years at Fairfield Prep, Notre Dame Fairfield, and has certainly tutored a lot of young men out in the ice. Marty Roos. From center ice, it's thrown down into the Notre Dame zone. Davins will take it off the backboard. Slowly creeps up the left wall, flips it ahead. It hopped over the stick of Casey Hobet, and the puck back behind the Iona Prep net. Taken there by the defenseman. Cagliaro played it ahead. It's stolen away into the slot. Now a shot from the wing by Dumas, and it's held on to by Lipsky. Cagliaro, a senior defenseman, has played in 19 games this season for head coach Lem Randall. Of course, Mike Bonelli was the longtime hockey coach at Immaculate for the Mustangs. Now working with USA Hockey and helping to develop hockey players in the state of New York. Had a nice chat with Mike earlier today, and we wish him well. I believe he's listening to the broadcast here tonight. Actually watching it, right, since we're live and in color from the Northford Ice Pavilion. I feel out of sorts. Way out of our broadcast location from the past here. We're down in the corner. As it's an interesting but comfortable setup where we sit here tonight broadcasting this game. Off the face-off, the puck controlled by the Green Knights. This is Capabianco to control behind the net. Wheels away from the forward check of Haulers and plays it up ahead. This is Dumas trying to chase it down off the wing. Dumas puts the brakes on and controls. Dumas into the circle, and from the dot, the shot. Lipsky got a pad on it, deflects it out of play. That was a fine save through a screen by Matt Lipsky. That was Tebow. Connor Ryan on the faceoff. Puck to the far side, taken by Dosty. Flips it to the backboard to Tebow. Tries to play off the check back to Dosty to Dumas. Puck deflected away and taken by the Gales and played to the Notre Dame line. Capobianco able to play it up ice to Dosty. Dosty turns it into the zone with some speed but lost a dribble to it. Puck intercepted on a clearing attempt by Tebow and thrown side of the goal. Lipsky came out, nearly fanned on his attempt to swat the puck to the corner. They got some support from Robbie Dillon. Now Dillon on the loose puck, trying to lug it ahead. Got a couple of chances at it, moves it to Connor Ryan. Ryan from center, drops it down into the Notre Dame zone. And Matuda out to lay it off into the corner. Stolen away by Connor Ryan, then knocked off his stick by Hotchkiss. Puck clear but not out. O'Du keeps it in. Got it to the front of the net, and a quick shot goes wide as Connor Ryan had his best chance of the night. Notre Dame finally regains control. This is Dumas trying to wiggle out of the zone. He's knocked down after the zig and the zag by Ferraro, and the puck will squirt free to Darren Capobianco. Bianco plays it over to Cameron Hotchkiss. Hotchkiss throws it through center, skipped over the stick of Eric Austin. That's going to go for an icing call. The faceoff back in the Notre Dame end. Zulo scored at 31 seconds. Second goal awarded to Eric Austin. Might have been deflected at 2:02. And Notre Dame with a 2-0 lead as they score 90 seconds apart to take the lead here. Off the faceoff, it's Jesse Rocco. Did not play for Notre Dame last year. Coming back to be a terrific addition here to this 2012-13 team as a senior. Has scored some big goals during the year. Puck kept in. That's Giancarlo Pocantesta out in the ice. Young man from Greenwich, Connecticut, seeing his first ice time. A lot of letters in that last name. There's an icing call against the Green Knights. Looks like Iona Prep finding their skating legs a little bit here as this period moves on. 4:06 remaining. Of course, a pretty good bus trip from New Rochelle, making their way here to the Northford Ice Pavilion. And you got to get your skating legs. It's not an easy thing to do to get off a bus and play after a pretty long road trip. Probably not accustomed to all that many long road trips, although New York's a huge state. Here's a rush by Kyle. It's a backhander. Lipsky came out to poke it away. Green Knights continue. Davin snaps it towards net. That's going to be blocked. It was kicked by Papa. Kept it at the line. Davin with a shot save. And then Lipsky able to stick the rebound away. Down to 3:43 remaining here in the first period. Iona Prep and the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Rocco throws a check on the far side right in front of the penalty box. The arm is up, and we've got a penalty call upcoming. It's going to be a roughing call, I do believe, going against the Green Knights of Notre Dame. This will give Iona Prep the power play. So Jesse Rocco to go. Had a feeling they were going to call a penalty. Yep, roughing will be the call. Time of the penalty will be, let's see, 11:28 of the period. We'll see the Iona Prep power play for the first time. Their leading scorer, by the way, is O'Mara with 12 goals and 12 assists, 24 points overall. Christian Van Heck, a sophomore, scored 9 times with 8 assists. Where's number 19 for Iona Prep? So they're on the power play, and this is Vizzo. He can be dangerous short-handed. He's up ice, got Zulo, feeds Zulo. He breaks in, slips a pass back to Vizzo, and they score. A short-handed goal, and it is 3-0. So the Green Knights work it beautifully up ice. That's a short-handed goal. It's going to go to Vizzo, the assist to Zulo. And time of the goal will be 11 minutes, 43 seconds. So the Green Knights have scored 2 even strength goals early in the period. Now a shorthanded goal, and they're looking for more. Pass comes to Vizzo. Back to Zulo. And that was knocked wide. Yep, Zulo the helper on the Vizzo goal. And the puck is sent down ice. And by the way, that was actually Vizzo had the opportunity a moment ago from Zulo. Vizzo off the right wing side across the red line. Up to Zulo. Zulo goes base of the circle. Looks back to Vizzo. And he ricochets it to the far corner and gives it a chase. Dominating penalty killers out there right now for Notre Dame. It's Vizzo to the backhand. Lipsky with a stretching pad save off the Vizzo try. Pass intercepted by Vizzo. Now Zulo to control it. Greg Zulo plays it back into the Iona Prep zone. Those 2 young men work so hard on the penalty kill and can turn it into instant offense. They displayed that a moment ago. Ferraro poked at it, knocked off his stick, and the puck off the dasher and sent down ice. So the Iona Prep Gales will regroup with just 35 seconds remaining on the Jesse Rocco penalty. Notre Dame leading here in the first 3-0, and just about 2 minutes left. Now we get a whistle, and I believe maybe a delayed offside against Notre Dame. The official to the near side, unless he's going to call a penalty here, might be calling too many men on the ice on Iona Prep, and that's what he's going to call. Yeah, too many men on the ice as they were trying to change players on the far side. I was a little bewildered by the whistle, and I would imagine that's what it's going to be against Iona Prep. So that'll be too many. That's going to even things up for the next 27 seconds. Yeah, too many men on the ice. 13:02, I believe, time of the penalty. David Tobin serving the penalty for the Gales. So right now you got 4-on-4, then Notre Dame will enjoy a bit of a power play. Iavine. Ionati, the pass intercepted by Ferraro, can't clear it out, and finally now it's knocked ahead on the backhand side by Connor Ryan, and the Green Knights Iavine to control. Rocco steps out of the penalty box, and their power play is underway. Iavine snaps a long pass up ice. Now it comes right side to Kyle Lynch. Lynch, base of the circle, slips behind the net, back to the line to Iavine. Iavine, a shot to a screen. Lipsky to save the rebound on the doorstep is shoveled up ice and collected by Ferraro, and he'll find some open space off the wall and play it down into the Notre Dame end. Anthony Iavine to control. Iavine with a minute remaining in the period. Ionati now carrying it up ice. Ionati centers it, and that's deflected away. Now it's back behind the net. Controlled there by Dillon. Play to the near side. Iavine poking at it to try to keep it in. He cannot, and here's a rush. This is O'Meara breaking in alone on Amatuda, the shot, and Luke Amatuda the save with a blocker. That's a shorthanded bid for the Gales. There, got the puck back, couldn't do much with it. Ionati will play it up ice. The Vizzo off the left wing side. Vizzo drops it. Quick shot, Dumas, and he rifles it wide as he kept that shot nice and low. 22 seconds remaining in the period, and just 2 seconds more than that is the penalty time remaining on the Iona. Too many men on the ice penalty, so they'll have to serve 2 seconds into the second period if Notre Dame doesn't score, as Dumas just had a pretty good shot right there towards net. Lipsky to save, and he'll hold for the face-off. So 7 seconds remaining here in the period. 9 seconds on the penalty clock. We'll hear from our fine sponsors through periods, between the periods here. We'll recap the scoring for you, a whole bunch more. Capabianco to the front of the net. Lipsky to save at the horn off of Dumas, and that's going to do it for the first. The Green Knights of Notre Dame, they scored 3 times to take a 3-0 lead. It's at the 31-second mark. Greg Zulo, his 100th point of his career from Ryan Lynch at 31 seconds to make it 1-0 Notre Dame. Here comes the shots.
Notre Dame, Luke Amatuda, 4 saves. Iona, Matt Lipsky, 18.
Notre Dame with a total of 21 shots on goal and 4 for Iona Prep in the first period. So back to it. Zulo scoring first at 31 seconds. They gave the second goal to Eric Austin at 2:02, and the third by Billy Vizzo at 11:43 for the 3-0 lead. Shots on goal in the first again. Notre Dame with a total of 21. Iona Prep with 4. One good testing shot on Luke Amatruda. All right, we'll take a break here from our fine sponsors. We'll be back with our special guest. All that upcoming right after these messages. Stay with us right here on GoGreenKnights.com.
Gene Zingaro and Don Cretella, ND class of 1986, who thankfully is a much better lawyer than it was a receiver for me, will guide you and help you make an informed and rational decision in a difficult time. Visit them at www.theconnecticutdefenders.com. Zingaro and Cretella is a law firm you can trust.
Are you looking for a professional painter? Then look no further than Notre Dame's own Donald Martone, class of 87 in his company, Decorative and Traditional Painting by DKM, a full-service painting company specializing in both custom interior and exterior painting at residential and commercial settings. They are fully insured and licensed and will beat any estimate. DKM Painting provides services such as popcorn ceiling repair to painting a single room to an entire house. No job is too big or small. For more information, visit his website, www.paintingbydkm.com. Email him at don@paintingbydkm.com or call him at 203-433-2356 for professional painting. Look no further than Don Martone and Painting by DKM.
Looks good, doesn't it? But you forgot something. All that saturated fat. Why not try Longini sausage instead? Other leading brands contain more than twice the saturated fat than Longini. Made with all natural ingredients, perfectly spiced with just enough salt, Longini sausage is the healthier choice. Made fresh locally in New Haven since 1950. Look for the Longini label in your grocer's fresh meat section.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com. As Network Group, we are committed to offering simple and meaningful solutions to your complex problems. We work hard to achieve the highest levels of quality in our solutions to help your customers meet their challenging business needs. We're committed to delivering technology management solutions that offer security, reliability, availability, and performance. Visit our website, thebusinessnetworkgroup.com, for more information.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenKnight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at milfordpodiatry.com.
And now, the winner of this year's prestigious Honda President's Award for Excellence in Dealership Operations, Customer Satisfaction, Sales, and Training. Curtis Ryan from Curtis Ryan Honda in Shelton. Celebrating 39 years in Shelton with a great reputation, great deals, and an extraordinary sales experience, this is Curtis Ryan's 9th President's Award.
Considering an orthodontic treatment for you or your children? Dr. Philip Caparuso, a Notre Dame parent of 4, is conveniently located at the end of the Milford Green. Dr. Caparuso is a board-certified orthodontist and a preferred Invisalign provider. A proud GoGreenKnight.com sponsor, you can visit Dr. Caparuso online at drcaportho.com or call 203-874-5400. Let Dr. Caparuso bring out your best smile.
For the last 10 years, Federico and SETI has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of 72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of 82, and Lynn SETI, Sacred Heart Academy class of 82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico and SETI is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenKnights.com, Call Federico and Seti at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting needs.
Many times bad things happen to good people. A car accident, a divorce, a loved one is arrested. Things you just can't prepare for. Zingaro and Cretella specialize in civil litigation, family law, and criminal defense. A leading New Haven and Fairfield County general practice law firm established in 2001, attorneys Gene Zingaro and Don Cretella, ND class of 1986, who thankfully is a much better lawyer than it was a receiver for me, will guide you and help you make an informed and rational decision in a difficult time. Visit them at www.theconnecticutdefenders.com. Zingaro and Cretella is a law firm you can trust.
Right back here to the Northford Ice Pavilion. Dave Blanchard is with us, and of course one of the students for the Green Knights of Notre Dame High School. And Dave wants to be a broadcaster someday, right, Dave?
Yeah.
That's all you got to say is yeah?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into it. I mean, I've been watching Jack Edwards do it for the Boston Bruins because my whole family's Bruin fans, so it's been a thing in our family to watch the Bruins. I'm a Ranger fan personally, but
well, we can't fault you for that.
yeah.
I'm a Bruins guy too, Dave. You know?
But they're having good seasons. But you know, I love watching Jack Edwards with his funny comments all the time. So that's what first got me into wanting to do it.
Excellent. He's good. He's a great guy to listen to and learn from. Obviously, one of the best. And he was a one-time sportscaster in Boston, then went to ESPN and came back now to call the Bruins and does a terrific job. So, yeah, that's what you do. Take a little bit from him, and then you know listen to your Rangers broadcasters and get some information from those guys and practice a little bit. And it's nice to have you part of the GoGreenKnight.com team. What's it like to be part of what we do here?
You know, it's pretty fun. Come to as many games as I can, and I help out with the camera. It's a really fun thing to do, especially after the soccer season. Getting right out of that, I talked to Mr. Kirk about it, and I jumped right in, helped out with a bunch of basketball games, a bunch of hockey games, so it's really fun.
And it's nice to have you on board. We do appreciate all your help and learn how to run the camera a little bit. And, you know, it's nice to know all the different phases of what the business is all about because you never know. You see me setting up equipment and trying to speak on the microphone and then worrying about what other guys are doing, so it's good to know it all.
Yeah.
And, hey, that's your soccer coach down in the penalty box down there, isn't it?
Yeah, Coach Rudy Raffone.
What's it like to play soccer for Rudy?
It's a bunch of fun. I mean, we practice hard almost every day. It's just a blast to have with the team. I mean, captains were great this year, helping out. I mean, we only had 4 seniors, so those 3 captains, all 4 seniors acted as captains, so it's pretty fun.
And you guys made the state tournament, which is always exciting. And, of course, a little bump in the road when you took on Daniel Hand at their home turf.
Yeah.
But other than that, certainly building for the future, right?
Yeah, you know, we're just looking forward to hopefully next year where we can put more goals in the back of the net, do much better on the offense. So
you don't have to worry about goals in soccer. Nobody scores in that game.
2 or 3 a game.
2 or 3 a game. That will get you into the state tournament, right? 2 or 3 a game. Absolutely. So how about your thoughts on the first period of play? Really dominated by Notre Dame. They have the 3-0 lead. They score a shorthanded goal on a pretty play. Zulo and Bizzo collaborating. Zulo scoring his 100th point, and you saw it better than I did. Eric Austin in those ugly uniform tops the Green Knights are wearing here tonight. But Eric Austin lighting the lamp down the far end down there, huh?
Oh, yeah. You know, it was a great goal. It was a great shot, first of all. Great way to get his 100th point. Then Eric Austin, I mean, those 2 goals real quick in the game is going to make it very difficult for Iona to come back from this 3-0.
Of course, Notre Dame will have an abbreviated power play for a couple of seconds here to start the second period of play. And, you know, how about the goaltending of Luke Amateur had to make that stop on the breakaway try and did a nice job off the opportunity by Karen O'Mara of Iona Prep.
Yeah, I mean, he's been playing great. Only 4 shots, sadly, but still, I mean, great saves, especially on the breakaway.
All right, David, great work. Did a good job on the microphone, my friend. We'll get you back on again, all right? I got some ideas for you. How's that sound? All right?
Sounds good.
All right, back to the camera. Let's go. All right. Dave Blanchard joining us, of course, one of the outstanding soccer players for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Also part of our GoGreenKnight.com crew here is we help out the young guys. Guys that want to get into the business perhaps one way or another. And certainly do appreciate David's hard work as we're just about set to start the second period of play. And he did a good job, didn't he? I think we'll have to get him back on. I think between periods 2 and 3 we'll have him do a scoring recap. We'll surprise him a little bit. So the face-off to come at center. Greg Zullo will get a good look at the Green Knights of Notre Dame as the offensive end will be right in front of us as we're down inside the blue line. Towards the end that the Green Knights will be skating towards here in this second period. Iona Prep will be moving away from us. And Notre Dame with the 3-0 lead. As Dave Blanchard had mentioned, Notre Dame got off to that quick start with a pair of goals early on, first couple of minutes of play. Now Notre Dame in their own end, trying to get it on out. Contesta trying to keep it in momentarily. Now it squirts ahead, and breaking in alone comes Vizzo. And his shot. Did it go over the goal line? No, it's stopped by Lipsky. And the net came away from its mooring, and we'll get a whistle. Nice save by Matt Lipsky off the breakaway try by Billy Vizzo. As Lipsky kept the pads down low to the ice, able to hold on. So nice stop by the goaltender. Both teams now, by the way, back at even strength. All the penalty times have been taken care of. Had a penalty to each side back in the first. Too many men on the ice against Iona Prep. And the Green Knights of Notre Dame, of course. Also, whistle for a penalty early on for roughing back in the first. Jesse Rocco in the box there. Puck between the blue lines taken by Colin O'Connor. Up to Dosty. Dosty will loft it down into the Iona Prep zone, and from behind the net, Lipsky on it. Backhands it around. Dosty there to steal it away. Try to move it to Dumas. Comes right back into Dosty's skate, so he kicks it to Dumas. Matty Dumas into the right corner. Dumas would drop it back off on the cycle of Dosty. Dosty rolls it up the wall, into the circle, turns, fires, shot blocked away. Nice defensive play by Rob Dillon to recover, and then the puck is sent down ice for an icing call against the Gales of Iona Prep, and a faceoff coming back in their zone. So early here in the second, and the Green Knights of Notre Dame, they continue with a 3-0 lead. Of course, next week on GoGreenKnights.com, next Friday night, a week from this Friday, it'll be an interesting basketball game. Daniel Hand will pay a visit to the Joe Tonelli Court on the campus of Notre Dame West Haven High School as they will take on the Green Knights. That'll be our next GoGreenKnight.com broadcast. Notre Dame coming from left to right. They move it ahead. It was into the skates of on rushing forward. That was Morley seeing time. Now Eric Austin feeds it along, and Lynch nearly had one. That was Kyle Lynch on the doorstep. Puck back behind the net. Austin to Lynch. Lynch centering pass, put it into the skates of Morley and company. A lot of traffic there, and finally Iona Prep will send it back the other way for an icing call. Another faceoff coming back inside the Gale zone. Not a huge crowd here tonight for this game. Tell you what, attendance has been down. I was talking to Steve Kirk about it. Very disappointed with the attendance at the basketball game at Notre Dame last night. Not many folks coming out to watch a team that now has 10 wins. Picked up a nice win over Shelton. But a terrific fourth quarter. Give and go, backhander by Ryan Lynch. Save made by Lipsky. Puck play to the far side, swatted up ice by O'Mara. O'Mara had that breakaway try back in the first period, thwarted by Luke Amatruda. This is Cameron Hotchkiss will pick up the loose puck. Plays it along to Darren Capabianco. Capabianco feeds a long pass trying to spring Vizzo. It's deflected off his stick. Now Lynch on it. Lynch to the front of the net. Backhander save. Rebound. Vizzo swatting at it, and somehow Lipsky kept it out. Got it with the skate, then covers with the glove, and we'll have a face-off down in the Iona zone. Terrific, terrific save by Matt Lipsky. Got the pad on that one. Tebow line out there for Notre Dame going up against the Ferrara line. Ferrara line forward mates. Odu has had some Nice shifts out there along with Connor Ryan. That's Tebow with a shot, Lipsky with another save. He faced 21 Notre Dame shots back in the first. Iona Prep with a total of 4 shots on goal back in the first period. This is Dostie. His shot is blocked away by Eric Odu. Puck played ahead, intended for Connor Ryan. Turned right back into the Iona Prep right defensive corner. Green Knights controlling. That was Dostie trying to slip through along the back wall. Puck play to the line. It's kept in. Shot by Iovine through his screen. Nice save again by Lipsky as he was able to flash the glove and hold on for the face-off. 11:44 remaining in the period. Regular season winding down for teams here in the state of Connecticut. You know, for Iona Prep, they've already played 22 games, 8-11-3 coming in. Notre Dame has played a total of 13. Got an arm up and a tripping call upcoming as Kyle Lynch went hard into the boards. And this penalty will go against the Gales, and who's going into the sin bin over there? I believe it's going to be Glenn Papa, the sophomore, for tripping, and this will give Notre Dame their second power play. They're 0 for 1 in their power play. And it was an abbreviated one. So Papa picks up the penalty for tripping. Notre Dame on the power play. This is Rocco, plays it to the corner to Eric Austin and back to the line. Iovine's pass cross ice is stolen away, and here's a rush down the right wing. Trying to move in is O'Mara, and he was turned off the puck on a good recovery by Iovine. O'Mara's a pretty good penalty killer out there for Iona Prep. He's had a couple of chances now shorthanded. This is Lynch off the right. Eric Austin. Austin spins away from DeGioia. Back along to Ionati. Ionati drops it down into the corner. Eric Austin and back to the line to Iovine. Back to Austin. Eric Austin's pass tipped by Kyle Lynch. A big drive up that left side by Rocco. Goes wide. Long carom. And the puck will glide all the way back down into the Green Knight zone to the backboard. Now DeGioia able to pin up Iovine for just a moment there. Now Iovine from behind as DeGioia wants to get off. And Notre Dame with 42 seconds remaining on their power play. And Glenn Papa in the penalty box. This is Vizzo to control. Vizzo plays it back behind the Lynch. Back to Vizzo it goes. Works it out left side, looks at the blue line. The pass to Zullo, back to Vizzo. Vizzo into the circle. Vizzo shot up the side of the net. That quick wrist shot. Ryan Lynch digging after the rebound along with Borelli. Got 3 Green Knights coming out of the pile. Notre Dame, quick shot by Dumas, and it's covered by Lipsky, and he's forced to make yet another save with 10 seconds remaining on the penalty to Iona Prep. Notre Dame, all their goals scored back in the first for the 3-0 lead. You know, I joke about the uniforms the Green Knights are wearing. I was talking to athletic director Tom Marcucci, and we'll get to that in a moment. There's Lynch from behind. Quick shot, save, another shot, score! Vizzo got his own rebound and wraps it behind Lipsky. That came as penalty had expired. That's going to be an even strength goal for the Green Knights. So Vizzo scores his second. He had a hat trick the other night versus West Haven. So he has been on fire for Notre Dame. And they up their lead to 4-0. .529. Ryan Lynch will get the helper. And it's 4-0 Notre Dame on top. Puck kept in at the right point. Agliaro able to keep it in. Now it's played up ahead to center. Papa swatted at it. Notre Dame to control it. This is Patrick Francis. Takes a whack as he dumps it down into the Iona Prep zone. Shoveled along by Glenn Papa, and up ahead, off the left wing side now is Pocantesta. He's across the line, throws a pass to the far right corner. Battle for it as it controlled by Notre Dame, and here they come on the attack again. Oban will throw it down into the Gale zone. Papa on it. Played it up ice. Good feed. This is Lynch across. A shot. He scores. Kyle Lynch on a pretty pass will make it 5-0. Notre Dame here early in the second. This team can put up some numbers if they get the chance. Notre Dame, they have some goal scorers. Kyle Lynch with the tally. And the Green Knights now lead it 5-0. 6:31 time of the goal. And we'll pick up the assist maker. This is Rocco. Yep. Capobianco picking up the helper for Notre Dame. This is Eric Austin, scored back in the first. Drops it off to Jesse Rocco. Rocco with a shot. That's blocked away. Puck played to the line and slides to center. Taken by Cameron Hotchkiss, and he'll bank it off a body. There's the Joy out there doing a good job going after that loose puck. Now Cameron Hotchkiss to Capobianco. Back along for Hotchkiss. It will slide to Rocco. Rocco banks at the center. And that is where Iona Prep will regroup. Puck between the blue lines, swatted along by DeGioia, and now collected by Notre Dame. Hotchkiss, Capobianco. Cross-ice pass to Rocco. Rocco will dump it down into the Iona Prep zone. Puck sent along to the far side. Kyle Lynch going after it. He's battling there with Alex Jenkins. And it's flipped out to center ice by O'Mara. That's actually been Odu, 13, not 15, but there you go. We'll mention everybody's name if we can. As DeGioia will play it down into the Notre Dame end of the far side. Some fresh legs out there right now for the Gales. Let's see if they can turn it up a notch, trailing 5-0 here midway through this hockey game. Lou Ionati retreats behind the net. Rolls out, throws it cross ice. Off the right wing is Tebow. Into the zone for Notre Dame. The shot on, and it's going to be covered by Lipsky for the faceoff. Green Knights passing that puck nicely on that breakout up ice. Faceoff upcoming. Just want to mention all our fine sponsors on GoGreenKnights.com helping us out. Business Network Group, of course, Longini Sausage. Just to name a couple. Ivy League Landscaping, Federico Insetti, of course. Just got some tax information from Federico Insetti the other day. This is Dosty cutting behind the net, plays it along to Dumas. Dumas, cross-ice pass. Ionati sneaking in from that left point, tried to one-time it. It was deflected to the corner. Comes right back to Ionati along the wall. Played it up the boards. Now it's a loose puck. Ionati pokes at it. It's up ice. Quick shot. Dumas. Lipsky to save the rebound. Bobbles to the crease. It's still a free puck out front. Taken by Tebow. This line will dig for Notre Dame, the Mucker line. Now it's taken away by Farrell, and a good pass up ahead trying to spring Connor Ryan, but he was ridden off the play by Lou Ionati and his quick decisions. Out through the center, and into the zone comes Dosty, poked off his stick by Papa. The puck sent back out the center. Taken by Ionati, and he'll play it across to the far side. There's Borelli trying to lug it along. Puck play to the far corner. Poked at by Zullo. Greg Zullo to control, has speed, backhand feed up the left wing side. This is Bizzo in, slips past the check. No, he's knocked down the play, gets up, centers it to Zullo, and the puck just dribbled off the end of his stick. Now on it, Ryan Lynch, back to Zullo. Zullo snaps it off, saved by Lipsky, rebound, score by Bizzo. Notre Dame takes a 6-0 lead, and for Bizzo, he has scored a hat trick here tonight. Billy Bizzo with his second consecutive hat trick. Zullo will pick up one of the helpers. Lynch should get another. Let's wait and see. And time of that goal will be 9 minutes and 45 seconds of the period. So Notre Dame now leading it by the score of 6-0. Puck sent down into the Notre Dame zone to the far side. Green Knights on top 6-0 here in the second period. taken by DeGioia, sent back down into the Notre Dame zone. Here's the announcement. Yep, Vizzo, Zullo, and Lynch, the helpers. So that line having a big night tonight. Vizzo with 3, Zullo with another. Other goal scorers, Kyle Lynch. This is Ryan Lynch. Centers it, shot score by Vizzo. That's actually Greg Zullo, excuse me, scoring the goal. Get them all mixed up. 7-0 to score, Notre Dame on top. Got to get concentrating here. Nice shot, nice pass, nice goal. So Zullo with that one, his second of the game. So Yusuf Vizzo scoring all the goals on that line. He is the prolific goal scorer, one of the top goal scorers in the state. Greg Zullo certainly a terrific goal scorer, and Ryan Lynch doing a nice job. Made that beautiful feed a moment ago. So Notre Dame, yep, Zullo, Ryan Lynch, and Vizzo will pick up a helper on the goal. So there you go, the Green Knights of Notre Dame up their lead to 7-0. Battle for it, side of the net. Odu trying to get it out. It's kept into line by Capobianco. Into the high slot, shot by Jesse Rocco, and Lipsky makes the save. 3:56 remaining here in the period. Centering pass comes out towards the right point. Hotchkiss trying to keep it in. Played it down below and behind the Rocco. Jesse Rocco controlling. Cross-ice pass. The defenseman Cameron Hotchkiss sneaking on in. Eric Austin's feed to the far post taken by Kyle Lynch. Lynch with a goal here in the period. Notre Dame working like it's a power play right now against the Gales. Cross-ice pass to vacant space, and it's going to be collected by DeGioia. Played it over the red line and takes a whack from Rocco as he sends it down ice. And I believe we're going to get a charging call here against Notre Dame. Indeed we will, and Rocco's going to spend 2 minutes in the sin bin for the hit. So that's his second penalty of the game. Coming 11:45. So charging the call, face-off coming down in the Notre Dame zone. Green Knights with a 7-0 advantage here in the second period of play, and we'll get a chance to see the Iona Prep power play. So Zullo with a pair, Vizzo with 3 goals, Eric Austin and Kyle Lynch, the goal scorers for the Green Knights here tonight. Face off to the right of Luke Amatruda. Iovine overskated the puck. Ferraro controlling now. Moves away from the aggressive play of the penalty killers of Notre Dame. Slipped it back to the line of Dillon. Back along left side to Evan Ferraro. Ferraro drops it down low into the corner to Connor Ryan. Back to Ferraro. Ferraro into the circle. Looks, fires a shot. Save Amatruda. The rebound. Score! On the power play. On the backhand, Evan Ferraro. Good work. Able to score for Iona Prep to make it 7-1. So that's a power play goal. They'd given up a shorthanded goal back in the first period, and this time the special teams will click. So Ferraro able to wrap home the rebound. Time of that goal will be 12 minutes and 14 seconds of the period. So now a 7-1 game. Got one more game coming your way tonight. You can watch it on sportingnewsct.com as we'll bring you Fairfield Prep and North Haven. Yep. Connor Ryan, and I believe that they give an assist to Dillon too, I think I heard. This is Connor Ryan coming down the left wing, feeds it up ahead to Ferraro. Both teams now back at even strength, by the way. Ryan Lynch able to pull it away and send Vizzo away off the wing. Vizzo with a shot goes wide of the far post, who's bidding for his 4th of the night. Puck kept in at the line, and a long shot, stretching glove save by Lipsky off the drive by James Davins, a junior defenseman for Notre Dame. You know, I was talking about these Notre Dame uniforms, and in my opinion, are just terrible. And I did call Bill Gerosa about that. He said the kids designed it, but it's all approved by our athletic director at Notre Dame West Haven High School, Tom Marcucci. Saw him out in the lobby between periods 1 and 2, and I said, Tom, what about those uniforms? If I buy a gallon of gasoline, will you use it? He chuckled. He said, you know something? I do have to take the ultimate blame for these uniforms, but I think I actually ordered uniforms a few years ago that might have been uglier than these uniforms that these guys are wearing right now. They're all green baseball uniforms. All green. He said they were the ugliest things he ever ordered. So, there you go. There's a Tebow shot. That's blocked away. Dumas digging after it on the far side. Of course, I'm just being overly critical about these uniforms Notre Dame is wearing here tonight. Capabianco to chase it to the backboards, plays off a check, dribbled it along. DeJoy able to chase it down and control for the Gales. Comes to the line left side, and there's a long shot by Dillon that is blocked away by Capabianco. Capabianco on the puck. Starts out ahead, looks up ice, throws a pass along to Dumas, streaking into the zone, has an angle, goes for the shot, and he whistles it just wide. Long carom, and Allers trying to get it out. Good enough. Puck goes far side, and Robbie Dillon to control. Dillon tried to slap it up ice. Intercepted and blocked down by Eric Austin. Austin plays it back into the corner. Taken there by Zullo. Zullo from the circle shot. Save made. Cal Lynch looking for the rebound. That might have been Rocco with the shot. 1 minute remaining in the period. Jesse Rocco from behind the net. Rocco controls. Rocco holds on. Drops it off behind the Capabianco. Back it goes to Rocco. Centers it just under the outstretched stick of Kyle Lynch. Now Austin. Capabianco. Eric Austin shoots. He scores on the give and go. And Notre Dame opens up an 8-1 lead. Second goal for Eric Austin. Capabianco will pick up the primary assist on that one. They work the puck beautifully. Comes with just 42 seconds remaining in the period, and it's an 8-1 game. So that's going to be 14-18 time of the goal. Back they come again. Eric Austin with the goal. Capabianco picking up the helper, and Kyle Lynch is going to get the other assist on the goal. So 8-1, Notre Dame leading. Looking for their 12th win of the season. And we've got a penalty upcoming here. It's going to go against Notre Dame for a slash. And heading to the sin bin for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Trying to read that number over there. And might be Casey Holbein. Fourth penalty whistle against the Green Knights, however. That's got to be Morley, number 9, Brendan Morley. Yep, slashing. And it comes at 14:45 or so. This is Vizzo working down the left wing. Pass up ahead for Zullo. Just deflected off his stick. They've collaborated for a shorthanded goal earlier. That was way back in the first period. And there's your horn, and the second period comes to a close. So Notre Dame opens up an 8-1 lead as they score 5 times. Iona Prep scored in the power play to make it 8-1. We'll get the shots on goal totals here in a second. And they will be in the favor again of the Green Knights of Notre Dame, you would imagine. They're going to get the 50-50 raffle ticket. So we'll have to wait a moment. I know I don't have the 50-50 ticket winner because I didn't buy one of those tickets. All right, waiting for the shots. Here we go. So Notre Dame with a total of, they scored 5 goals, 19 shots on goal. They have 40 shots on goal in 2 periods of play. And Amatruda let one in. So he faces a total of 7 shots for Iona Prep. So 47 shots on goal totals in favor of Notre Dame. They have the lead at 8-1 through 2. We'll hear from our fine GoGreenKnight.com sponsors. We'll be back with the third in just a couple minutes right here on GoGreenKnights.com.
Looks good, doesn't it? But you forgot something. All that saturated fat. Why not try Longini sausage instead? Other leading brands contain more than twice the saturated fat than Longini. Made with all natural ingredients, perfectly spiced with just enough salt, Longini sausage is the healthier choice. Made fresh locally in New Haven since 1950. Look for the Longini label in your grocer's fresh meat section.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com. As Network Group, we are committed to offering simple and meaningful solutions to your complex problems. We work hard to achieve the highest levels of quality in our solutions to help your customers meet their challenging business needs. We're committed to delivering technology management solutions that offer security, reliability, availability, and performance. Visit our website, thebusinessnetworkgroup.com, for more information.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenKnight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at milfordpodiatry.com.
And now, the winner of this year's prestigious Honda President's Award for Excellence in Dealership Operations, Customer Satisfaction, Sales, and Training. Curtis Ryan from Curtis Ryan Honda in Shelton. Celebrating 39 years in Shelton with a great reputation, great deals, and an extraordinary sales experience, this is Curtis Ryan's 9th President's Award.
Considering an orthodontic treatment for you or your children? Dr. Philip Caparuso, a Notre Dame parent of 4, is conveniently located at the end of the Milford Green. Dr. Caparuso is a board-certified orthodontist and a preferred Invisalign provider. A proud GoGreenKnight.com sponsor, you can visit Dr. Caparuso online at drcaportho.com or call 203-874-5400. Let Dr. Caparuso bring out your best smile.
For the last 10 years, Federico and SETI has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of 72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of 82, and Lynn SETI, Sacred Heart Academy class of 82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico and SETI is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenKnights.com, call Federico and SETI at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting needs.
Many times bad things happen to good people. A car accident, a divorce, a loved one is arrested. Things you just can't prepare for. Zingaro and Cretella specialize in civil litigation, family law, and criminal defense. A leading New Haven and Fairfield County general practice law firm established in 2001, attorneys Gene Zingaro and Don Cretella, ND class of 1986, who thankfully is a much better lawyer than it was a receiver for me, will guide you and help you make an informed and rational decision in a difficult time. Visit them at www.theconnecticutdefenders.com. Zingaro and Cretella is a law firm you can trust.
Are you looking for a professional painter? Then look no further than Notre Dame's own Donald Martone, class of 87, and his company, Decorative and Traditional Painting by DKM, a full-service painting company specializing in both custom interior and exterior painting at residential and commercial settings. They are fully insured and licensed and will beat any estimate. DKM Painting provides services such as popcorn ceiling repair to painting a single room to an entire house. No job is too big or small. For more information, visit his website, www.paintingbydkm.com. Email him at don@paintingbydkm.com or call him at 203-433-2356 for professional painting. Look no further than Don Martone and Painting by DKM.
Looks good, doesn't it? But you forgot something. All that saturated fat. Why not try Longini sausage instead? Other leading brands contain more than twice the saturated fat than Longini. Made with all natural ingredients, perfectly spiced with just enough salt, Longini sausage is the healthier choice. Made fresh locally in New Haven since 1950. Look for the Longini label in your grocer's fresh meat section.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com. As Network Group, we are committed to offering simple and meaningful solutions to your complex problems. We work hard to achieve the highest levels of quality in our solutions to help your customers meet their challenging business needs. We're committed to delivering technology management solutions that offer security, reliability, availability, and performance. Visit our website, thebusinessnetworkgroup.com, for more information.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenKnight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at milfordpodiatry.com.
And now, the winner of this year's prestigious Honda President's Award for Excellence in Dealership Operations, Customer Satisfaction, Sales, and Training. Curtis Ryan from Curtis Ryan Honda in Shelton. Celebrating 39 years in Shelton with a great reputation, great deals, and an extraordinary sales experience, this is Curtis Ryan's 9th President's Award.
Considering an orthodontic treatment for you or your children? Dr. Philip Caparuso, a Notre Dame parent of 4, is conveniently located at the end of the Milford Green. Dr. Caparuso is a board-certified orthodontist and a preferred Invisalign provider. A proud GoGreenKnight.com sponsor, you can visit Dr. Caparuso online at drcaportho.com or call 203-874-5400. Let Dr. Caparuso bring out your best smile.
For the last 10 years, Federico and Seti has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of 72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of 82, and Lynn Seti, Sacred Heart Academy class of 82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico and Seti is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenKnights.com, call Federico and Seti at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting needs.
Many times bad things happen to good people. A car accident, a divorce, a loved one is arrested. Things you just can't prepare for. Zingaro and Cretella specialize in civil litigation, family law, and criminal defense. A leading New Haven and Fairfield County general practice law firm established in 2001, attorneys Gene Zingaro and Don Cretella, ND class of 1986, who thankfully is a much better lawyer than it was a receiver for me, will guide you and help you make an informed and rational decision in a difficult time. Visit them at www.theconnecticutdefenders.com. Zingaro and Cretella is a law firm you can trust.
Are you looking for a professional painter? Then look no further than Notre Dame's own Donald Martone, class of 87, and his company, Decorative and Traditional Painting by DKM, a full-service painting company specializing in both custom interior and exterior painting at residential and commercial settings. They are fully insured and licensed and will beat any estimate. DKM Painting provides services such as popcorn ceiling repair to painting a single room to an entire house. No job is too big or small. For more information, visit his website, www.paintingbydkm.com. Email him at don@paintingbydkm.com or call him at 203-433-2356 for professional painting. Look no further than Don Martone and Painting by DKM.
Looks good, doesn't it? But you forgot something. All that saturated fat. Why not try Longini sausage instead? Other leading brands contain more than twice the saturated fat than Longini. Made with all natural ingredients, perfectly spiced with just enough salt, Longini sausage is the healthier choice. Made fresh locally in New Haven since 1950. Look for the Longini label in your grocer's fresh meat section.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com.
All right, welcome right back here to the Northford Ice Pavilion as we settle in for the third period of play. Green Knights of Notre Dame on top of Iona Prep by the score of 8-1. And Iona Prep to start on the power play here in the third period. They have a 1:35 of power play time remaining. As a shot, Amateur able to make the save and steer it away to the far side, and a quick shot there by Kieran O'Meara. Back comes Zullo. Down the right wing, he's got a couple of goals for Notre Dame. Slips it along to Darren Capobianco. And he could not handle the puck, and it's back the other way. Up ice is Connor Ryan. Knocked off the puck by Cameron Hotchkiss. Hotchkiss plays a bank pass to Zullo. Zullo with speed, cross ice to Vizzo. Vizzo overskates it. He put himself offside. Back the other way comes Iona Prep. Capobianco able to bang Connor Ryan along the wall. As Ferraro trying to get it to the front of the net. He has scored the Iona Prep goal. Puck flipped to center. 50 seconds remaining on the Gales power play. Number 2 handles that long shot off the stick of O'Meara. Notre Dame to control. This is Hotchkiss. Skates away from the forecheck. Controls behind the net. Slips it along to Darren Capobianco. Plays it up ice. Tipped along off the stick of Holban. Gives it a chase. 29 seconds remaining on the power play here for Iona Prep. They trail 8-1 early here in the third period. Puck down the far end in the corner. Eric Austin doing a good job on the penalty kill, working hard. Finally collected by the Gales. And played up the wall by O'Meara. To the right wing side to Connor Ryan. Tried to turn around Ionati, and Ionati took him off the puck. Iovine to collect. Hoban plays it up to Eric Austin. Austin has scored in the game. Scored back in the first period. Notre Dame's second. That came at 2:02. Billy Vizzo has scored 3 times. Shot by Eric Austin. Deflected off the stick of Borelli. Now the puck back behind the net. Rob Dillon has it lodged in his skates. Now it's squirts free. Chased down by Evan Ferraro. He's knocked down in the play. There's a shot by Ionati. Rides high. Puck took a funny bounce off the wall. Kept in by Tebow. Tebow carries into the corner. Notre Dame continues to apply pressure. Both teams are at even strength as Ionati collects at center. Back in. Drives a shot. Lipsky the save. Comes right back to Lou Ionati. Ionati plays it along. Back to Ionati in the slot. Couldn't pull the trigger as it slipped off his stick. And here comes Ferraro. He's across the line on the right. Ferraro caught by Dostie, turns away from Dostie's check, and then he's knocked down by Lou Ionati as he chipped him down to the ice with a shoulder check. Ionati pokes at the puck. Deflected up into the face mask of Dostie and played back behind the Notre Dame net. Anthony Iovine to control. Iovine snaps a pass up to Dostie off the left wing. Dostie across the line. Got Dumas ahead. The pass to Dumas. Shot save Lipsky as he stretched out the right pad. Tebow. Back along into the corner. Dumas to Tebow. Tebow tried to play it to the blue line. It was intercepted by Allers, and he leads the attack. Allers throws it into the slot. Puck quickly propelled the other way by Francis to the red line at center. Taken by that's Dumas coming off the wall. Matty Dumas will throw it in on Lipsky. Glove save, will drop it down. Notre Dame in the midst of a line change. 11:30 remaining in the third. Notre Dame leading this one 8-1. Here's a steal by Kyle Lynch. Lynch slips it in on the goaltender, and Lipsky will hold for the faceoff. Notre Dame with a 3-0 lead after one. They scored 5 in the second. Iona with 1 on the power play. Shots on goal through 2 periods, 40-7 in favor of Notre Dame. We'll bring you a nightcap game tonight as North Haven takes on Fairfield Prep. That game will start at about 8:30 or so. Off the face-off to the line. Shot by Francis goes just wide of the far post. Puck kept in by Eric Austin. Played down into the corner. Cross-ice pass redirected. Lipsky with a nice save. As Patrick Francis had slipped in from the blue line to knock that one towards goal. Eric Austin, someone's lost a stick down there. Puck comes to the near side, taken by Kyle Lynch. Drops it down into the corner. Taken by Rocco. Jesse Rocco with a shot, deflects off a stick and out of play, and we'll have a face-off upcoming with 10:46 remaining in the third. All the action down the far end from our vantage point. A lot of hockey games being played around the state tonight. Try to bring you up to date on some of the scores. Puck to the line, kept in by Hotchkiss, played down below the net. Squirts free to Billy Vizzo. Vizzo to control it. Back it goes to Ryan Lynch to Vizzo. Vizzo quick shot, Lipsky save, rebound, swatted away from Vizzo. Puck collected by Connor Ryan. Ryan with good rush up ice, throws it on goal, saved by Amatruda. Ferraro on the rebound. Ferraro to control, snaps a pass along to Odu. Odu will bank it back behind the net and taken by Hotchkiss. Knocked off his stick by Ferraro. Into the corner, left side to Connor Ryan. He's pinned along the boards. Ferraro trying to dig after that loose puck. The Iona goal scorer here in the second period of play. He scored his on a power play. Puck knocked ahead by Ryan Lynch. Poked along to the right wing side to Vizzo. He takes a bump. Now Zullo to control it with a pair of goals here tonight. He reached the 100-point plateau with his goal back in the first. Sails it towards net, taken by Vizzo. Back to Zullo along the boards. Zullo into the circle, back to Vizzo. Vizzo steps away from a check. Controls, finds a shooting lane. Shot saved by Lipsky. Rebound, it's free out front and then swept away to the blue line to Hotchkiss. Played back behind to Kyle Tebow now. Tebow to Vizzo. Quick shot save Lipsky. He's been busy. Another shot by Zullo. Digging for the hat trick. Another shot, he scores. And Notre Dame opens up a 9-1 lead. That'll be Zullo. That'll be the hat trick for Zullo. As they were just peppering the goaltender. Time of the goal, 5 minutes and 52 seconds of the period. Notre Dame now with a 9-1 advantage. One of the interesting games being played tonight is Darien and St. Joe. I believe that was a 6 o'clock start in Darien, I believe. Tebow picking up the helper. And Vizzo picking up a helper also. Vizzo with at least 5 points here tonight. I need a calculator to add it all up. This is Ionati. The whole band chips it off the boards to center. Chased down by Andrew Murphy. Murphy played it up ice, and it's O'Mara to control it. Slips through a check at center, and had the puck stolen away by Eric Austin. Austin coming down the left wing into the circle. His shot saved Lipsky. The rebound is cleared away. Notre Dame on top 9-1. Ionati with a shot saved by Lipsky. The rebound. It slipped off the stick of Austin and finally cleared out the center and off the left wing side. It's O'Mara. Into the zone. We'll play it deeper into the Notre Dame end. Taken by Ionati. Plays a pass to check attempt of Joya. Comes to the near side. Puck swatted at along the wall by Papa and sent back into the Notre Dame end to the right wing to O'Mara. His second effort shot, saved by Luke Amatruda as he boxed that one away. Ionati trying to lug it out of the zone. Plays it to center ice, intercepted there by Pocantesta. That was taken right back by Holban and played to the red line at center. And here's a rush by Jenkins across the line. He takes a bump as he fires it towards goal. Puck collected by Colin O'Connor. O'Connor rounds the net. O'Connor, good-looking young defenseman for the Green Knights. Another puck back into the Notre Dame zone. And the junior defenseman Davins on it. Plays it to the near side to O'Connor. Back behind it goes to Davins. Davins will break it out to Dumas. Poked it to the line. Pocantesta will keep it in. Bats at it again. Tebow will clear it out to center ice. Taken by Dosty off the wing. He couldn't do much with it. Tebow kicked at it. Delayed offside against Notre Dame, so they will not touch the puck. And it's played out the center. Davins intercepts the pass. Taken by Dosty, and he'll drop it down into the Gale zone. Puck to the far side. Dumas to take it there for Notre Dame. Iona Prep out of New Rochelle, New York. Making the trip north here to the Northford Ice Pavilion. Dumas trying to keep it in. He will. Dosty to chase it behind the Iona Prep net and control it. Stuff attempt. Lipsky to save, and he'll cover for the faceoff. Checking the out-of-town scoreboard. One game complete. Game played earlier today right here at the Northford Ice Pavilion. Daniel Hand with a 4-2 win over Milford Co-op. That Darien St. Joe's game started at 6 o'clock tonight, so we'll get a score before we're off the air with our second broadcast. As Matt and I will stay here and hang out and enjoy some more high school ice hockey for you. This is the Gales of control. Pirelli played it to the Notre Dame line, taken by Cameron Hotchkiss. He's going to retreat, being harassed on the play by Evan Ferraro. Turns the net to the far side. Content to just loft it down ice for an icing call against Notre Dame. Some other interesting games being played tonight. Let's see. You have Fermi Enfield East Granby taking on Simsbury. That game being played in Simsbury. Brookfield Bethel Danbury taking on Notre Dame Fairfield. That game being played at the Milford Ice Pavilion with a 6 o'clock start. South Windsor playing at West Haven tonight. That game starting at 7 o'clock. That's going to be a good matchup, as Neil Rodman's squad will take on Joe Morell's team. Blue Devils just a couple of games shy, I believe, of qualifying for the upcoming state tournament. They made it all the way to the semifinals. You might remember a year ago in Division I. There's a shot by O'Connor. It's going to be blocked down. Good stick work by Odu. Played it safely to center ice. Eric Austin overskated the puck, so it's collected by Borelli. Borelli taps a pass up. Quick shot, score! Ferraro scores his second of the game to make it 9-2. So Iona Prep will score. Good work that time. And for Evan Ferraro, that is his 11th goal of the season. He got 2 here tonight. The assists, you would imagine, will be doled out to the junior defenseman, Nick Borelli. Here they come again across the line. That is DeGioia. His shot blocked away as Iving came out to contest him. Iving takes the pass from Zullo. Long feed up ahead to Ryan Lynch. Lynch will send it down into the Iona Prep zone, and from behind the net it's collected there. So here's the announcement on the goal. Yep, Ferraro the goal. And Burley will pick up the assist. So Burley picking up the helper. This is Lynch from the checkered line at center, dropping it down into the Iona Prep zone. Matt Lipsky out to leave it there behind the net. Clearing pass intercepted by Ryan Lynch. Centering pass by Bizzo, intended for Zullo, comes back to Bizzo. Tried to dangle on his stick, now he controls in the corner. Got it to Zullo, quick shot, score! Zullo on a one-timer scores for Notre Dame. And they up the lead now to 10-2. That line continues to have spectacular play. Well, you know, I never change the periods. I'm the official goal scorer here today. My director doing a great job checking up on me over there. Nice job, Matt. See, you can always blame somebody, right? Zullo with the goal. And for Zullo, that's his 4th goal of the night. Bizzo picking up the helper. So Notre Dame now leads at 10-2. No, I have to take the blame of keeping it in the first period. That was the first period score. We might set a record here, right? So we're in the third period, folks. I do apologize for that. Up ice comes Dillon. Knocked off his stick. Allers centering pass deflected away. A lot of the young guys coming to work out with Mike Bouchard right now. This is Dostie on the attack. His shot deflected out of play. Good work there by Rob Dillon, the senior defenseman, who deflected out of play. These guys going up to work out. Got to be what, 10 years old? Yep, 10 years old. There you go. Coming to work out with Mike Bouchard in MB Sports Training. And you can check Mike out online, of course, and find out about all the information and how your youngster and even you get in shape working out with Mike. Mike looks like he's in great shape right now. I need to work out with him. Here's a shot deflected wide as Rocco tried to drive one. Down under 3.5 minutes remaining. Notre Dame leading at 10-2. Quick shot to the front of the net. Save made. Lipsky, another save. It was Kyle Lynch with the first chance. Rocco had the follow-up try. Boy, Lipsky has been busy. Maybe busier here than the third period than earlier in the game as Notre Dame with some relentless pressure. Francis will keep it in. Bounces the puck to the back wall. Agliaro to control. Played it along. Shot off the wall, and that is stopped again by Lipsky as James Davins had a chance to throw it towards net. Ferraro scored a pair of goals for Iona Prep. Able to get it out to center. Taken there by his teammate Connor Ryan. Back to Ferraro. Comes to the right wing side to Odu. Throws it in. On Amatruda the save. He left a rebound and a shot by Ryan, and Amatruda made a save again before Ryan was knocked down on the play. Now back the other way comes Kyle Lynch into the high slot. Shot save Lipsky. A rebound. And Lynch will get to it. Down under 2.5 left. There's a shot. Hit the goal post at O'Connor. He came in from the point. Took a nice feed from Kyle Lynch. Puck still down in that Iona zone. Swept out to center and down into the Notre Dame end. Romero with a shot coming off the right wing with good hustle, and Luke Amatruda to the stop. Hoban plays it up ice. On the left wing side, and it's sent deeper down in to the Iona Prep zone by Morley. Back to the line it comes to O'Connor. Shot deflected. It's in the slot, still there, and finally batted out to center ice. Nice move by O'Mara to slip past the Hotchkiss check. Cuts in to the front of the net. Just slipped off his stick as he tried to maneuver through the goal mouth, and back comes Hoban the other way for Notre Dame, and he'll send it down into the Iona Prep zone. Puck to the far side. Battle forward along the wall. The Green Knights leading this one 10-2. Down under 90 seconds left. There's a shot, tough angle, and again Lipsky had to make a save. Tebow plays it back behind. Sends right back to Tebow off the wing. Tebow drops it off into the corner. Back to Tebow, and hit a goal post. Green Knights have hit a couple of posts now over the last couple of minutes. They continue to apply the pressure. Finally, it's backhanded down ice by Cannon O'Mara. 60 seconds remaining here in the third period, and Notre Dame's going to win their 12th of the season. They'll improve to 12-2. If we have an hour and a half, we can recap the scoring, as we've had 12 goals scored here tonight. Had a shorthanded goal, a power play goal, a whole slew of even strength goals. Billy Vizzo with 3 tonight for Notre Dame. Greg Zullo with 4 to lead the attack for the Green Knights. Eric Austin has chipped in with a goal. Matter of fact, Eric Austin with a pair of goals for Notre Dame, and Kyle Lynch the other. This is Dumas off the wing. Dumas from behind the net turns into the circle. He's spun around and knocked down. And it's pretty easy for Iona Prep. 2 goals tonight from Evan Ferraro. That's your goal scorers as time's going to expire here in the period. Shot scored by Eric Austin before it does as he redirects it home, and he scores the hat trick. Green Knights with 3 hat trick makers here tonight as that goal scored at 14:55. Up to score to 11-2. Wow. Eric Austin had his stick on the ice. When you do, great things will happen. Puck thrown in on goal, and that is going to do it. We'll pick up the